You are right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on this 15th day of March 2024. A very good evening to you and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Gloria Musimbi and on the sign language interpretation is Boniface Mirithi. You can also interact with us on our Twitter platform. The hashtag is Hope TV Newswatch. Now making headlines, clergy drawn from the National Council of Churches Kenya NCCK, youths and border operators have today jointly held an intra-county dialogue forum at YMCA Nairobi to reflect on the socio-political state of Nairobi City. While addressing the press in Nairobi County, NCCK Treasurer Keith Muserwa commended the National Dialogue Committee NADCO for its report, stating that the launch of the report is a crucial step to enhance peace in the society. He, however, urged the Parliament to commence the process of public participation of the report for validation and consensus on its implementation. Our own Abigail Namude begins this bulletin with the report.
NCCK Treasurer Keith Muserwa, while addressing the press at the YMCA Nairobi Central, commended the members of parliament on the National Dialogue Committee NADCO for highlighting key challenges facing the country and steering the discussion of peace and harmony in the country. Speaking about the NADCO report, Muserwa has urged the parliament to commence the process of public participation of the report for validation and consensus on its implementation. Muserwa also asked the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee to embrace public participation for any constitutional changes because such changes will have a great impact on the lives of Kenyans.
We, the clergy, youth and border leaders, heartily commend the members of Parliament for adopting the recommendation of the National Dialogue Committee, in brackets NADCO, as the dialogue process was crucial in enhancing peace in the country. We, however, urge the Parliament to start a process whereby the NADCO report will be taken back to the people for validation and consensus on implementation. This will ensure the reforms that arise from the bipartisan talks are people driven. We also call upon the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, which is now looking into the recommendation of the report, to embrace public participation for any constitutional changes, since such changes will have a great impact on the lives of Kenyans.
On his end, clergy Kenneth Kuyu raised concerns about the alarming rates of youth unemployment in Nairobi City County, urging the county government to implement comprehensive strategies that will prioritize job creation, skills development, and youth empowerment programs.
We therefore call upon the national county government to implement comprehensive strategies that prioritize job creation, skill development, and youth empowerment programs. Additionally, measures must be put in place to safeguard our youth from being exploited by the politicians and criminal networks for their personal gain. We also urge all stakeholders from the national government, the county government, and the private sector to merge the efforts to provide youth with opportunities for growth, protection from exploitation, and a pathway to a brighter future.
Ananjeri and Caroline Washeke, representing the youths from Dagoretti and Mathare, condemned the proliferation of illegal gas vendors in residential areas, asking the county government and EPRA to prioritize the safety and well-being of citizens by implementing measures to enforce regulations, conduct thorough inspections, and crack down on illegal gas vendors operating in residential areas.
We witnessed a strategic gas explosion that resulted in the loss of 7 lives and left over 300 people injured in Embakasi. These devastating incidents call for the urgent need to immediate intervention by the Nairobi County government and the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, The safety and well-being of our citizens must be a top priority, and the unchecked operation of illegal gas vendors pose a grave threat to public safety.
The current approach to public participation within Nairobi City County raises concern due to its lack of effectiveness and clear structure. As clergy, boda operators and youth of this great county, we note the need for a more organized and inclusive public participation process, and therefore urge His Excellency Governor Johnson Sakaja to prioritize establishing a well-defined framework for public participation.
This was a dialogue that touched on important areas of concern to the residents of Nairobi, and the leaders have urged the national government, Nairobi County government, and other stakeholders to work together to make Nairobi great. Abigail Namude, Hope TV and Newswatch.
Thank you, Namude, for that report. Now, the Second Lady, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, has today led a widows' empowerment program in Laikipia County at the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, Muhotetu. Under the theme, A Dignified Future, the initiative aims to provide financial empowerment and government support to widows, acknowledging their vital role in society. Our very own Ketan Diego with more details.
In a move to advance the nation towards a dignified future, Kenya's Second Lady Pastor Dorcas Rigathi visited Laikipia County with a mission to empower widows. Addressing the widows, local MCA Simon Kanyotu acknowledged the challenges faced by widows in the area, pledging his full support for the initiative.
Nimekuwa kiongozi sasa naelekea miaka 15. Sijahiona jambo kama hili. Situseme Mungu ambariki. Na najua mahali vyenye mwelekeo uko naye. Jambo lolote ambao uko nalo kusaidia hawa wajane, mimi unihesabu, nitakuwa katikati, tutashirikiana na tuone tumeweza kuwasaidia vile Mungu atatuwezesha. Mara nyingi tunaathirika kwa maana wanakuja kwetu wanatulilia. Wakati wengine watoto wamefukuzwa, wakati wengine hata wako na makesi, mtu ananyang'anywa hata ile kitu mzee alikuwa ameacha, lakini nasema Mungu ako.
Laikipia Women Representative Jane Wangechi emphasized the sources of fatalities in the region, including illicit brew, banditry and diseases. She pledged to allocate funds to support women groups in Laikipia, aiming to address these challenges and enhance the well-being of the community.
Huku Laikipia tunajua tumepatikana kuwa wajane kwa sababu ya magonjwa, kwa sababu ya bandits, kwa sababu ya pombe, lakini nyinyi wa mama, hata kukiwa hivyo, juu mumeamini Mungu, mogire mogosho ya shere, moshiekere, motuweke modhuri na motuweke motumia. Na kwa hiyo, mimi nataka kuwatolea kofia.
Pastor Dorcas Rigathi has urged women to form groups to facilitate easier assistance and support from the government. She also addressed the issue of illicit brew in the region, prompting to pursue legal action against perpetrators to ensure the safety and well-being of the community.
Wale hawako kwa vikundi, muanze vikundi. Ndio tuweze kujua tutawafikia namna gani, na tuweze kujua ni miradi gani ambayo tutafanya. Na ndio tu nilikuja kuambia na wapenda. They kill our children. Wanaua watoto wetu tukiangalia. Nilisema sitanyamaza. Hata nyinyi msinyamaze. Hata president amesema mtu akijua hiyo ndio hiyo mtu anatengeneza hiyo sumu, twende tuziharibu zote. Hivyo ndivyo president alisema.
In attendance were prominent figures including the area senator John Deritu, Governor Joshua Irungu, Deputy Governor Ruben Kamuri, and an impressive gathering of 4,000 widows. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, my name is Kate Andiego.
Now, moving on swiftly, in efforts to reduce the use of illicit brew, stakeholders from West Pokot County are now coming up with alternative ways of earning a living to help the reformed illicit brew sellers by offering them business opportunity ideas to help them turn away from the illicit brews. This is after the national government, through the Ministry of Interior, announced a national crackdown to all bar owners in ensuring compliance and flashing out those engaging in businesses without legal permits. Addressing the press in Kapenguria during a sensitization forum with bar owners in West Pokot County, National Authority for the Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse in North Rift Regional Coordinator Eunice Arubia maintained that as a government agency, they are coming up with alternative ways to help the reformed brewers to totally abandon the illegal business that has for the longest time affected locals in the country.
Tunasema ya kwamba hii pombe haramu ina madhara mengi. So tunahimiza wananchi wetu kwamba watafute biashara ingine. Kama ni kutafuta biashara, kama ni ya kuuza mboga, kama ni ya kufanya nini ambayo itawasaidia kupata chakula kwa meza. Hiyo pombe peke yake sio biashara ambayo unasema utafaulu nayo. Pombe inaumiza watoto, pombe inafanya watoto wasiende shule, pombe inaleta magonjwa mingi. So tunahimiza watafute biashara nyingine ili wafaulu kuacha hii pombe.
Jina langu ni Wycliffe Munanda, Deputy County Commissioner West Pokot Sub County. Tulionelea hata tukiendelea na crackdown, wale pia wanakuwa mfanya hiyo biashara wanajua kwamba ni vipi au ni pombe gani ndio wanastahili kuuza. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa tu siku ya kuhamasisha hawa as we continue with the crackdown.
Kwa majina naitwa Eunice Arubia, nafanya na kada nikisimamia eneo la North Rift. Board imekuwa ikishirikiana ofisi ya County Commissioner kuhakikisha wanapewa mpangilio mbadala. So tuko na reformed brewers kwenye hii county, wale ambao waliacha kutengeneza pombe na wakasaidiwa na maarifa na wakafundishwa kufanya alternative businesses. So tunaamini na wengi ambao wako katika mipangilio hiyo, board inapoanza sasa kutilia maanani mambo ya board kuangalia alternative livelihood programs, treatment and rehabilitation, watazingatia pakubwa sana kuona ya kuwa kando na kuangalia outlets zile ziko license bar, wale wanatengeneza pombe haramu wanasaidiwa kufanya nini mbadala ndio tuweze kupunguza mambo ya ulevi.
In efforts to close gaps in a disrupted labor workforce market, the government has expressed its commitment to collaboration with the private sector, academia, and other stakeholders to create work opportunities and address the employment challenges. The Kenya Private Sector Alliance, KEPSA, and ICT Authority, in collaboration with other stakeholders, held a two-day summit in Nairobi under the theme Reimaging Jobs for Africa in a Disrupted Labor Market, Global Competitiveness, and is aimed to critically analyze current status of work and the workforce with a strategic lens that will ensure this summit is aimed to critically analyze the current status of work and the workforce with a strategic lens on how both the labor market and employers can position themselves to benefit in the future of work.
A team of experts to review the existing policies and legal frameworks within the ministry and its state agencies for purposes of aligning with the ever-changing digital economy while supporting innovation, entrepreneurship, and job creation.
We are experiencing conversations around the future of work as a country. So this is really a momentous day. And if you look at the way things have been going globally, particularly post-COVID, all economies are really forced to readjust themselves to deeply look on the ways in which they can prepare the workforce. And as a country, we are really happy to see the progress that we've made.
Youth unemployment in Kenya remains a pressing issue, with statistics indicating higher than 38.9% unemployment. This demographic, comprising 75% of the population under 35, presents both a challenge and an opportunity for our nation's development. Kenya has made significant strides in leveraging the digital economy for job creation, and you've heard some of the things just here in Nairobi University that are happening. But despite these efforts, challenges persist, including demand-supply imbalances, systemic bottlenecks, and skills mismatch.
Now, as we take a short commercial break, currently the launch of the East African Women in Excellence Awards is underway at Safari Park Hotel in Nairobi. Stay tuned for more news updates.
Are you ready to celebrate the brilliance, resilience, and outstanding achievements of remarkable women in East Africa? Hope Media, in partnership with BH Media Agency, brings you the East Africa Women of Excellence Awards Kenyan Chapter. The East Africa Women of Excellence Awards Kenyan Chapter aims at celebrating and honoring the unsung women, trailblazers, and the change makers in various fields of influence. Visit our website at www.womenofexcellenceawards.co and nominate a woman of impact in the various categories. The nominees will be unveiled on Friday, the 15th of March, 2024. For partnership and sponsorship, call Eunice on 0719-863-336 or Warren on 0724-514-998. You can also email customer experience at hopefm.org. The East Africa Women of Excellence Awards, recognizing East Africa women of impact.
To get Wewe ni Mungu by Evelyn Wanjiru as your Skiza tune, SMS the word Skiza 88300028 and send to 811. Hope Skiza, spreading the hope.
In order to keep hope alive in the airwaves, Hope Media has a couple of initiatives. Friends of Hope. Friends of Hope is you and I forming a team of well-wishers and volunteers who give in cash and kind to support in spreading the gospel at Hope Media. Currently, Hope Media is running a campaign under Friends of Hope dubbed 100 for 1. Through the campaign, Hope Media is asking Hope FM and Hope TV listeners and viewers to give just 100 shillings in order to reach one more soul with the message of hope and the gospel. Engage with us on our social media platforms at Hope FM Live and at Hope TV Kenya. Kuwa rafiki mso leo.
Thank you for choosing Hope TV, the channel that brings you hope, entertainment, and inspiration. We value you and would like to serve you better. Talk to us by scanning this QR code on your screen or go to our social media page at Hope TV Kenya and click on the survey link by the name Hope TV Survey. It will just take a few minutes but means the world to us. We value your feedback. Hope TV, look and live.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Now moving on swiftly, over 295 pupils of Kitito Primary School in Ithanga, Kakuzi sub-county of Murang'a County are set to benefit from the total makeover of their primary school after Kakuzi invested in an initiative to upgrade the facilities of the school. While noting that the school initially was in a poor state, Kitito Primary School head teacher Immaculate Keige expressed gratitude for Kakuzi's effort of stepping forward to assist in transforming the institution and enhancing their facilities to create a better center for learning of pupils.
Mimi hata nakosa maneno ya kusema, langu ni kuwashukuru sana Kakuzi kwa kazi ambayo wamefanya. Kwa kweli hii shule vile ilikuwa haikuwa inapatia hata watoto motisha wakati wako madarasani kusoma, kwa kuwa wanatumia muda mwingi kuclean madarasa ambayo hayakuwa yanapigika dasta vizuri. Mimi langu ni kuwashukuru sana kwa sababu sasa wanafunzi watakuwa na muda mwingi wa kusoma ambao walikuwa wanautumia katika kusafisha. Na pia hawako tena katika hatari zile za madirisha yetu yalikuwa yamevunjika vioo. ilikuwa ni hatari pia kwa usalama wa wanafunzi wetu.
This is that school that Kakuzi PLC have renovated. They innovated Kenyangi, they innovated Kakuzi, and this is the Kitito. They have had a conversation with Mr. Odinho, and he has mentioned to me that along the way, they'll be able to pick up a few other schools, and I want to tell them they're most welcome. We can't forget the role they're playing in supplying all our 28 primary and junior secondary schools in Ithanga Kakuzi Bitubiri sub-county with desks.
I must say the school was in a very pathetic conditions. The classroom the rooms were were in very deplorable conditions, not conducive for learning, and we are so much disturbed, right from the classrooms, the compound. Yes,
we have done as a company many other things for this school, with the aim, of course, of making the learning environment better. The overall objective being to improve the performance of the pupils. We have provided most of the classroom desks in this school. We provided furniture for the teachers. We have a rainwater collection project that we have done here, and you can see there's a tank that is now providing water for the pupils. We have donated computers, for the learners in this school. We have, in addition to that, the company is paying 2 teachers to just augment the teachers that have been provided by the Teacher Service Commission. And the pupils are not left, because we've got a motivation program. What we are doing is that the top pupil in this school every year is getting a full scholarship for their secondary school education from the company.
Now, on local business news, 21 top Kenyan students were awarded today out of the almost 6,000 who entered the 2023-2024 Huawei ICT competition during a ceremony held in Nairobi. Of the 21 winners at a national level, an impressive 18 of them have subsequently won awards at the regional level and will be going to China for the global final, more than any of the other 15 countries in the region. And as Kenya emerges as a key player in the Southern African region, its students are making their mark on the global stage. Now moving on swiftly, Watu Credit Kenya and Uganda have been awarded a client protection certification in recognition of their long-standing commitment to client protection by the Microfinance Rating MFR Certification Committee. The 2 subsidiaries of Watu were awarded bronze-level customer protection certification. This recognition underscores Watu's commitment to upholding the most rigorous standards, ethical business practices, and 100% compliance with various client protection regulations and standards outlined in the Series Plus SPTF methodology and the Universal Standards for Social and Environmental Performance Management.
We are the first one in Uganda, and we are only one in Kenya which has active certification. And beyond importance for client protection program, you can heard also from an independent party how important it is for investors, how important it is to attract investment into Kenya.
Our aim is to strive for gold level certification, which is the highest standard. And we want to do that because that will signify our commitment and our intent to run a responsible business, an ethical business, and set an example for others.
Africa Women of Excellence Awards and unveiling of nominees is currently happening at the Safari Park Hotel here in Nairobi. Just before our reporter Alice Diana, who is on ground, updates us on what is currently happening, this award is a partnership between BH Media Agency in collaboration with Hope Media and aims to inspire and empower women across the region and showcase their remarkable accomplishments. Now, Alice Diana, if you can hear me clearly, bring us up to speed with what is currently happening. Niende story ingine ama? Now, even as we get back to that story, currently there is a nominee launch of the East Africa Women of Excellence Awards that is currently undergoing. And as we take a short commercial break, we'll be back with the full details on what is currently happening.
In order to keep hope alive in the airwaves, Hope Media has a couple of initiatives. Friends of Hope. Friends of Hope is you and I forming a team of well-wishers and volunteers who give in cash and kind to support in spreading the gospel at Hope Media. Currently, Hope Media is running a campaign under Friends of Hope dubbed 100 for 1. Through the campaign, Hope Media is asking Hope FM and Hope TV listeners and viewers to give just 100 shillings in order to reach one more soul with the message of hope and the gospel. Engage with us on our social media platforms at Hope FM Live and at Hope TV Kenya. Kuwa rafiki mso leo.
Thank you for choosing Hope TV, the channel that brings you hope, entertainment, and inspiration. We value you and would like to serve you better. Talk to us by scanning this QR code on your screen or go to our social media page at Hope TV Kenya and click on the survey link by the name Hope TV Survey. It will just take a few minutes but means the world to us. We value your feedback. Hope TV, look and live.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance soon because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Cindy?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Do they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcasts?
Really? Even which of the what?
Yeah. I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
So no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website, www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
Thank you for choosing Hope TV, the channel that brings you hope, entertainment, and inspiration. We value you and would like to serve you better. Talk to us by scanning this QR code on your screen or go to our social media page at Hope TV Kenya and click on the survey link by the name Hope TV Survey. It will just take a few minutes but means the world to us. We value your feedback. Hope TV, look and live.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Now, apologies for the technical hitches. And the launch of the East Africa Women of Excellence Awards and unveiling of nominees is currently happening at the Safari Park Hotel here in Nairobi. Just before our reporter Alice Diana, who is on ground, updates us on what is currently happening, this award is a partnership between BH Media Agency in collaboration with Hope Media and aims to inspire and empower women across the region and showcase their remarkable accomplishments. Now, Alice Diana, if you can hear me clearly, please bring us up to speed with what is currently happening.
Well, good evening to you, Gloria Musimbi. I'm coming to you live from the Safari Park Hotel, where the launch and the unveiling of the nominees in the East African Women of Excellence Awards is currently ongoing. We are yet to know who are the nominees. The event is still ongoing. But just to let our viewers know that this award seeks to honor the top women for their leadership, exceptional leadership, and also innovation and impact in their various industries. And just to mention is that we have various categories that the women will be nominated in. Some of these categories do include the Sports Woman of the Year, Sportsman of the Year, Entrepreneur of the Year, Innovator of the Year, CEO of the Year, and even the Media Personality of the Year. We have about 20 categories, and we will be letting our viewers know some of these categories when the voting starts. But just to know how the voting process will be going after the unveiling of the list, I'm joined by Edgar Meshak, who is the Managing Director of BH Media, just to tell us what happens next after the unveiling of the list.
And by the way, we need to tell the viewers that this was not planned.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. Basically, the voting process after today will go live on the link on www.womanofexcellence.co, and it will take place for a period of 2 months, and voting lines close on the 12th of June, and then the unveiling will be on the 14th of June right here at Safari Park. Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm also joined by our very own Head of Marketing and Communication at Hope Media. She can also tell us why Hope Media decided to partner with BH Media on this award.
Thank you, Alice. It's such a great honor to be here. And as Hope Media, one of our theme this year is taking new territories. And this is one territory that you're taking over, just recognizing key women who are doing great things in this nation and impacting the world. And through this East Africa Women of Excellence Award, that is one new territory and one channel we are taking to appreciate women. And we want to appreciate all the different sponsors who've come on board. And we are still seeing sponsorship opportunities on, partnership opportunities on. Please join us. And let's ensure that we have a great event as we honor women who are doing great things in this country.
Thank you so much. And just to let our viewers know, because the event is still ongoing, we are yet to know who is on the list of nominees, but we will be letting you know who will be in that list through our social media platforms. But for now, I will take it back to you in studio, Gloria Musimbi.
Thank you very much, Alice Diana. I can see that you are in the spirit and you had co-matched with the founder of BH Media Agency. And I would like to just wish the best of luck to the listed potential nominees. Now, moving on swiftly ahead of the annual general meeting set for tomorrow, 16th March in Nairobi, Football Kenya Federation FKF delegates have sent a stern warning to purported non-members to keep off the meeting following the ongoing tussle with Murang'a Seal, led by Kenya Premier League club's representative Patrick Korir at Nairobi City Stars. The 76 delegates in a press briefing said that they were aware of plans by distractors to spoil tomorrow's event. This comes after Murang'a Seal Football Club insisted that FKF presidential aspirant Hussein Mohammed will represent the club at the AGM, while the federation maintains that he is not a genuine member of the club. FKF, however, maintained that Mohammed is not a registered member of the Premier League club and is therefore ineligible to represent them in the meeting.
The federation, it has its constitution, and the constitution of the federation, it's the cornerstone that guides the rules and regulations of the AGM. So as clubs, we will not allow any member knowingly or unknowingly to disrespect the FKF constitution.
Clubs and members must adhere to Article 8.14. And what does that say? Owners, officials of clubs shall be as indicated in the club's register filed with the federation. If a club is to represent someone who's not registered with the federation as an official or as a member, do they have any business wanting to be part of the AGM? I'll leave that question to you. And what we are saying as KPL clubs is that we must at all times comply to those two articles, and any club that does not comply to those two articles should not constitute a crisis for the rest of us.
Tungependa sisi kama delegates tunaomba na tunapitisha ujumbe kwa Wakenya. Sisi tunakuwa guided na sheria yetu ama katiba zetu za shirikisho la mpira wa miguu, na tunasema tuachwe tufanye mikutano yetu kama wanachama, na tunafuata katiba ile ambayo inatuongoza, na pia tuachwe tufanye uchaguzi wetu kulingana na katiba ile ambayo inatuongoza.
And with that, we come to the tail end of our news bulletin tonight. Many thanks to you for tuning in to Hope TV Newswatch. My name is Gloria Musimbi, and on the sign language interpretation has been Boniface Murithi. Have a blessed night.